Good day, everyone. We invite you to join us for the opening prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
We now sing the Philippine National Anthem and the University of Cebu hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, tewas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitingin, makituwin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin. Luman ang araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Sparks of wisdom, hope, and joy.
will shine through all eternity. Thy name shall ever be our guide. Thy light, our inspiration. Keep up the lights of glowing bright. To thy portals, dear alma mater. Hail, praises be to thee. Onward, show us the way. Faithful and true, we'll always be to thee. Our alma mater
Good afternoon, friends. I am your host for this afternoon, Francis Liana Bayata of the University of Cebu Banilad Campus, Student Affairs Office. And I am happy to welcome you all to our activity, the first UC Friends Interim Report Card Day. We acknowledge the presence of our special guest, led by the University Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Legal Counselor, Attorney Manuel Elijah Sarausad, the Vice Chancellor for Business Development and Innovation, Dean Ophelia G. Mania, the Vice Chancellor for Administrative Affairs, Ms. Maria Teresa T. Jochin, the Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs for Professional Education, Dr. Annalisa Bison, the University Director of Finance and Legal Affairs, Attorney Ria Lydia Espina, the University Consultant for Institutional Planning and Accreditation, Mrs. Araceli C. Chukinhoy, the Instructional Media Services Director, Mr. Rudy U. Aveles, the METC Campus Administrator, Captain Arnel Malaga, and the General Legal and Litigation Counsel, and the Student Affairs Director of the University of Cebu Banilad Campus, Attorney Virgil Ballasera. To start our program, let us have the opening remarks from the University Vice Chancellor for Business Development and Innovation, Dean Ophelia G. Mania.
My dear friends, good afternoon. Today is a very favorable day for all of us because it marks the successful activities done so far under the Erasmus Plus Friends Consortium project. The Friends project aims to strengthen the involved Asian universities' internationalization capabilities and to develop students' global competence through the integration of intercultural dimension into the university's formal and informal curriculum. We are all gathered today virtually for the Friends Interim Report Card Day. We are here to share our journey and for us to gather feedback for the improvement of our internationalization services. Our journey was not easy, but it went smoothly. Thanks to the tireless, enthusiastic, and committed work of my team. And I would like to mention them. They are Francis Lian, Tina, Eds, and Nino. And the cohesive celebration with the collaboration with the university's departments. We were able to realize the objectives and expected outcomes of the capacity building opportunities for students, faculty, and staff geared towards intercultural competence, upskilling, and general promotion of other Erasmus Plus projects. The application of knowledge and experiences gained through this Friends project helps in the continuing improvement of our curricula. We were able to integrate internationalization as an integral component in the university's framework for quality and democratized learning. We improved our infrastructure to keep abreast of the trends of higher education through the UC Friends Tea House. Through the Friends Project, we were able to serve numerous students, train student affairs and services practitioners in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao about the internationalization at home. Here we are, celebrating the steps that we have done so far and provide you with some ideas as to what will happen in the future. As the University of Cebu's project lead of this project, I am profoundly grateful with the support provided by the European Union Erasmus Plus for capacity building in higher education, for the opportunity and funds. I am also grateful to the people involved in this project for being responsive, innovative, and ensuring sustainability to meet the challenges of the fast and changing educational landscape in the 21st century. We are so excited to welcome you all here to participate in this Friends virtual activity. We would like to extend our special welcome to the members of the Operations Committee of the University of Cebu who are with us this afternoon. Attorney Manuel Elijah Sarausad, Dr. Annalisa Son, Dr. Yolanda Saison, Miss Maria Teresa Hochin, Captain Arnold Malaga, Professor Araceli Chukinhoy, Attorney Ria Lydia Espina, and Attorney Virgil Waliacera. Sirs and ma'ams, thank you for joining us in this afternoon's activity. Together as friends, we will make University of Cebu as the place of first choice in the minds of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dean of LFG Manya, for your opening remarks. In the past years, University of Cebu delivered good results. Through European partnerships such as Friends, we have continued building on the track record that we have been working on for the past years, and as what she said, to integrate internationalization component in the university's formal and non-formal curriculum. Allow me to share what Friends is all about and the activities done so far by the university since its inception. FRIEND stands for Furthering International Relations Capacities and Intercultural Engagement to Nurture Campus Diversity and to Support Internationalization at Home. It is a fully funded project by the Erasmus Plus program for capacity building in higher education, and it combines the efforts of 12 Asian partner country higher education institutions, namely 2 from Bhutan, 2 from Cambodia, 2 from Malaysia, 3 from Thailand, and 3 from the Philippines. University of Cebu, St. Louis University, and Cebu Technological University. The project has a duration of 36 months, covering the period of 2018 to 2021. The primary objective of this project is to, as what Dean Manya shared, to strengthen the university's internationalization capabilities and to develop students' global competence. As what you can see in the slide, we have 3 clip arts pictures. It shows the key problems addressed by the project. 1, low student mobility figures across the Asian universities involved. Second, the lack of intercultural education to build students' global competence across the consortium. And lastly, the insufficient institutional soft infrastructure to assist international students and campus diversity. Through the Friends Project, we disseminate relevant information about the project itself, its progress, through the University of Cebu website, University of Cebu Friends FB page, and email. In fact, we shared via email the Friends newsletters to the deans and directors of student personnel services in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So what were the activities conducted? Next slide. So we conduct dissemination activities, orientation, and meetings. Orientations were organized to all stakeholders, may it be students, faculty, and the administrative personnel. Numerous meetings were conducted from the International Student at Home Capacity Building, translating general awareness of the IAH into a strategic action plan, up to the planning of numerous student-friendly activities. The university launched the Friends Swag Design Contest. Swag means stuff we all get. It is a term used to describe promotional merchandise, which is branded with a logo or slogan. This contest aims to spark curiosity about the Erasmus Plus funded project Friends among the project consortium stakeholders. So next slide. So as an offshoot of the meetings pertaining to the formulation of a strategic promotional plan of the IACD MOOC and digital storytelling contest, University of Cebu organized several activities to that effect. The IACD MOOC stands for Intercultural Awareness and Cultural Diversity Massive Open Online Course. It aims to offer complex meaning of culture, interculturality, cultural dimensions, perception of otherness, and the barriers for intercultural communication. Students will receive the intercultural passport once they completed the IACD MOOC. The contest, digital storytelling, is one way of the Friends Project to integrate an intercultural awareness and diversity sensitivity program on the university. It is one way of sharing one's story publicly through various multimedia and channels. Next, we organized Friends session where we orient the student leaders about the project. So we had the Friends Tambayan. We had the Friends Tambayan where students can gather and talk about random things. And part of it, selected classes showcase their talents in creative arts as they performed and crafted things based on the culture of the countries that they represented. So during the first batch, many enrolled and completed the MOOC. In fact, we received more or less 300 quality digital storytelling entries from the students. And the digital storytelling winners during the first batch participated in the Bulgaria bootcamp. However, due to the pandemic, the bootcamp was done online, and you will see the entries of the winners later on. Currently, we integrated the IACD MOOC and digital storytelling to the selected general education courses. We just finished the third batch of the MOOC and the digital storytelling entries, and more to come in the next school year. Now, part of the goal is to improve the infrastructure that we have to support our internationalization services. Last year, we launched the UCT House with series of activities. The Tea House serves as an integral unit of the University of Cebu, being part of the internationalization at home strategy. The Tea House aims to enhance the international experiences of both local and foreign students and staff. It is a social space for students and staff from different backgrounds to develop a society of learning based on multicultural environment and to promote tolerance, mutual respect, understanding between students and staff within the campus. During the launching, we successfully organized the following activities. So we have the Ophelia, our orientation and fellowship for leadership in and international advancement. This is for the deans and chairpersons of the different colleges in the university, department heads and student leaders. We also organized the SIMPACT, or the Symposium for Advisors Cultural Transnational Formation, because we believe that the role of the student advisors is very crucial in the as the organization journeys itself across the entire year. Then we have the IAH at UC, or the Internationalization at Home at UC conference, attended by student leaders and students. We also organize share a story coffee date sessions. So we have two sessions. The first one we have this we had the UC VUM, or Varna University Management Student Mobility Group year 2020, and then we also organized a coffee date session with the UC reps to the second Fusion China PH exchange program last 2019. Part of the launching, we also held separate activities of the UC Erasmus Days, such as participation in and dissemination of the Friends Erasmus Days Virtual Film Fest, with one of the UC representative awarded the Audience Award. We had the following activities under the UC Erasmus Day. So it was a very colorful October last year. So we had the Show Us Your Erasmus Photo Competition, TikTok on EOS Clock, EEE or E Extempo Engage. We organized International 2.0 regional webinar with the theme Breaking Borders. The attendees were the student affairs, directors, and deans from the different colleges in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We also organized the multicultural variety show, initiated and organized by the students. Then we had the UC Cares podcast in Spotify. So here, the topic was campus internationalization and virtual mobility. I was the host with Dean Mania and two students from the UC VUM Student Mobility Group. And last March 2021, we all organized a virtual event. It's called the Intercultural Fete, which includes unique performances and interesting webinars. We have speakers from other countries in Asia and Europe. This is to live with the university's tradition of celebrating all cultures' uniqueness and value, and to live up with our mantra of giving hope and transforming lives by promoting a greater personal understanding across ethnic and racial lines. We also participated in and contributed much to the Home Away from Home program. So this is a program designed to meet the needs of our international students and students with diverse cultural background. It offers an integrated model for student care and support. And as an offshoot, we have this UC International Student Care and Support Manual, which aims to create a study experience for students that is welcoming, friendly, and supportive. And the manual guides the student from the enrollment, the processes of enrollment during his or her period of study until his or her completion of the subject or the course. Now, at this juncture, we will be sharing to you the top 4 digital storytelling entries.
My name is Earl, a student taking up Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management at University of Cebu, Banilad. Years ago, I had this internet friend, and because of her, I started to become fascinated in learning culture. So, this is my digital story. Way back 2015, I met a girl named Diana through Twitter. It all started when she retweeted one of my tweets about my favorite British boy band. I didn't seem to care at first, but she sent me a private message afterward. She wanted to be my friend because we both liked the same boy band. I agreed, and that was the beginning of us talking to each other. I remembered that she first spoke to me in English, so I assumed that she was a foreign citizen. My name is Earl, a student taking up Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management at University of Cebu, Banilad. Years ago, I had this internet friend, and because of her, I started to become fascinated in learning culture. So, this is my digital story. Way back 2015, I met a girl named Diana through Twitter. It all started when she retweeted one of my tweets about my favorite British boy band. I didn't seem to care at first, but she sent me a private message afterward. She wanted to be my friend because we both liked the same boy band. I agreed, and that was the beginning of us talking to each other. I remembered that she first spoke to me in English, so I assumed that she was a foreign citizen. One time she sent me a photo of herself. It was my proof that she was real, and I can't believe I gained a Welsh friend. She was pretty with her brown hair and brown eyes. I even remembered her saying that being naturally brunette was something she liked about herself. I felt happy, and I always look forward to talking to her every day despite the time differences. We usually talk about updating each other about our favorite boy band, but as time goes by, we have talked more about ourselves. We talked about school, and at that time she was in her year 9 in secondary education. She also shared that she knows how to play the harp because it is a popular instrument to be played in her country. One day she said it was St. David's Day in Wales. She showed me a picture of their national flower, the daffodil, and explained it blooms in time for their national holiday. On the same day, she also sent me a picture of a famous dish in her country named cow, which they prepared for the sad holiday. Those are just some of the things that we have talked about. On the other hand, I also shared things about myself, and it feels great to open up to each other. This experience showed me that behind our screens we built a special relationship that is called friendship. Talking about each other's diversity in terms of culture was new to me. However, knowing her opened my mind in learning things beyond my perspective. It triggered my eagerness and passion to travel, immerse myself in culture, and learn everything firsthand. I realized that it feels wonderful to engage yourself in other cultures because it makes you explore things out of your comfort zone, and it makes you culturally competent. But even if we open ourselves to other cultures, we should not forget our very own, because it is the foundation of who we are as a person, and it makes us unique from the others. Being different should not divide us from each other, but instead we should take actions to understand and connect to people and embrace our differences.
A colorful life to everyone! Ako sa Kamulopio din sa Pilipinas and a proud member of the LGBTQ plus community. Usa ko masugid sa akong mga kasinatian, ako sa ibahin ang storya sa lugar nga akong natawhan.
Dini sa nasod nga akong gipuyuan, kada lugar adunay kaugalingong storya nga maisugid.
Dini sa barangay Tulo-Tulo, gamay nga lugar sa Cebu, ako nagdako. Ug tungod sa ngalan ni Ini, ako nakapangutana sa akong apuhan o paano kahangingan lang kini og Tulo-Tulo. According to my grandmother, Tulo-Tulo was coined from a never-ending droplets of water from a tree. Droplets in Cebuano language means tolo. Ug matod pa ni Lola, ang usa sa panginabuhian nila sa una hangtod karon kay ang paggama og sarok, which can be used during rainy and dry season. Sarok is an icon in the municipality of Consolacion, and we are constantly celebrating Sarok Festival every 14th day of February, which at the same time is a Valentine's Day. Sarok Festival is more on dancing and showcasing its wide usage in our place. We celebrate festivals and fiestas here in the Philippines with Budol Fight, a Filipino style of eating. We use our hands to eat without using spoon and fork or other dining utensils. A Budol Fight meal dispenses with cutlery and dishes, having a big banana leaf as an alternative plate. And of course, our Otan Bisaya will never be absent. We love dancing in our country. Filipinos tend to dance while listening to music without minding the choreography. Truth be told, our songs reflect our culture and traditions as a Filipino. In fact, I love music and I'm the one who's playing the background music. I hope you like it. Let's the age of 16, I already had a work experience as a production worker, and this is my Sophie. It was exhausting, but it was a memorable experience. And back in my senior high school days, at the age of 17, I applied as a working scholar for me to have a free uniform and books. And then, when I stepped to college, I became a service crew as cashier. Through those experiences, I'm able to communicate, observe, and learn different culture and types of people from local to foreign. Based on my experiences, I have observed that every nation has its own unique culture and practices. But I can say that every country has similarities too, such as having an atmosphere of love and respect. There is so much things that I wanted to share with you, from tradition, practices, culture, different tourist attractions, and many more about my country. But for now, let me leave you a message. Be proud to wear your skin. Be proud of your very own culture. For this connects you to the world with diverse and colorful cultures. So friends, do not forget, hashtag show your true colors.
We belong in a diverse society where all of us are engaging our differences to others. As I grow older, I have encountered such experiences that are worth for sharing, which are life-changing. As an ESL teacher, I have learned some things from other foreign nationals like Japanese, Chinese, and Taiwanese people. And one of them is Mr. Chang Fu Sheng, but we call him Sir Alex. He is my boss in the current ESL company or school where I am working. He is 37 years old from Hualien, Taiwan. According to him, he had visited Philippines often, especially for business trips. But because he is now building or running a new ESL school near University of Cebu, Banilad, he lives here in Cebu for already half a year. At first, I really felt conscious of how I would deal with him since I don't have that enough knowledge about Taiwanese culture and its people. So all of us employees, together with him, have adjusted to each other in embracing our differences. As part of their tradition in celebrating the Chinese New Year, we together with all the employees were given a chance to celebrate with him, together with his family, in a Korean restaurant here in Cebu. We even played a game about Taiwanese culture, and we shared each other's experiences. Lastly, he taught us how to greet or say Happy Chinese New Year in Taiwanese. That was the first words or phrase that I have learned in a Taiwanese language. Therefore, I realized that we may be different in many aspects, but we have the same goals, which is to communicate and live comfortably regardless of those differences. Also, to provide and help people or students who are ESL learners to know, understand, and apply the importance of the English language in their everyday encounter. I am Noah Van Rameso, an ESL teacher.
Hi, I'm teacher Noah from I'm Crazy English Online.
And this is my story.
This is Teacher Sheila. This is Teacher Sheila.
The Philippines is recognized globally as one of the largest English-speaking nations, with majority of its population having at least some degree of fluency in the language. My country is a major ESL, or English as Second Language, destination with the increasing influx of foreign learners of English. I got my job as an ESL teacher in the year 2019. I taught English language to Japanese nationalities. The nature of my job allows me to do teaching online. Before I got the job, I was a customer service representative. I was exposed already in associating with native English speakers. The CSR experience helped me in my ESL journey. It helped me to pass the exams and trainings before officially teaching English to people who are not native speakers of English. Indeed, it was a very fun experience, knowing I also learned a lot from them, especially their culture. However, I need to leave my job because I have to prioritize my studies. Truth to be told, my heart was still yearning to teach ESL again. Luckily, there is a new ESL school near my university, and I was accepted right away. Currently, I am teaching ESL to Taiwanese nationalities. I am teaching them by groups. Unlike my previous experience, it was one-on-one. I am grateful for what I learned and experienced as an ESL teacher. It helped me to excel in my course, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. It is a two-way learning experience. I applied what I learned in the school to my job, and at the same time, I applied what I learned from my job to my studies. Unit 2.1 of the Intercultural Awareness Cultural Diversity Massive Online Open Course taught me that learning our very own culture and other cultures is very important. To understand the different values, different norms, and different beliefs that will affect the process of intercultural communication. As an ESL teacher, learning the culture of Taiwanese and Japanese nationalities, I always keep in mind our differences, being sensitive and to be open. My Japanese students shared to me that they have many festivals, in which I was very interested with the Bon Festival. The Bon Festival honors their ancestors. Not only that, my students are very interested about my country by asking questions on Filipino culture and traditions. Indeed, English connects me with people from different nationalities. No matter how different we are in terms of culture, language, and traditions, as long as we are able to be sensitive to others, we will live a world where negativity will not prosper. This is Sheila Maika Agasita, your ESL teacher, saying, there is beauty in diversity.
And those were the entries selected. In fact, the entries were uploaded in the Erasmus Plus Friends YouTube channel. On that note, we will be listening to two students, a faculty, and the dean about their experiences in the IACD MOOC and digital storytelling. Let's have Earl Marie Regulacion, Sheila Shemily Agasita, then Earl Marie Regulacion.
Hi, my name is Sheila Maika Agasita, and I am an intercultural awareness, cultural diversity, massive open online course completer. I learned that cultural diversity is not only about making friends with other nationalities, but respecting, understanding their culture, and being open-minded can make a difference. I also learned about European culture, identity, values, and it was taught in a way that is easy to understand. I also learned about the importance of communication and language, as both plays an essential role in understanding cultural diversity. One of the biggest challenges I encountered when making my digital story is how I could creatively express my learnings. I wanted it to be both educational and entertaining to watch. So what I did, I drafted ideas and I experimented a lot. Also had so much fun doing the digital story, and I reflected on my experience. I am really grateful that I was able to have an opportunity to join Intercultural Awareness, Cultural Diversity Massive Open Online course. It boosted my creativity and confidence that believing in yourself on the things you thought you can't. My communication skills were also enhanced in building social relationship, social communication, and corresponding ideas, thoughts, and feelings. I also hope more people could experience these things, as I believe it really helped me in many ways. And it is more remarkable if more people could experience the same things. I also hope that more people will be interculturally aware and help create a world where there is love, understanding, peace, equity, and harmony. And that will be all for my intercultural awareness, cultural diversity, massive open online course experience. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, friends. I am Earl Marie Regulacion, a second-year BSTM student. Now let me share with you about my experience during the MOOC and digital story competition. Enrolling in the MOOC was a great decision I made for myself. I learned how having intercultural competence makes you appreciate, accept, and understand people of different cultural backgrounds. I have learned that culture is more than just knowing their language, their religion, their food, their traditional costumes, and the likes. Through the MOOC, I get to know more on how culture affects one's attitude, how culture shapes one's beliefs, and how culture reflects on how you act and interact with other people. My journey with the MOOC raised awareness of how different and unique other cultures are, and most importantly, it made me accept my own culture even more. The challenge I had with this experience was during the making of the digital story. This is because I only have a few face to face interactions with people from different cultures. Until one day I remembered how I made friends with someone from a different nationality through the internet. So I made that as my inspiration for my digital story. Plus, the process in writing the script, the video making, and editing was also a challenge for me. I have overcome this by thinking that this is not just a requirement I have to comply with, but rather a story I want to share with the audience. Thankfully, all the time and effort I exerted was worth it because it became my ticket to become one of the boot campers, and with the help and support of the Usinians and Friends team, my digital story won the Friends favorite film during the Friends Virtual Film Fest last October. It feels fulfilling how that challenge turned into an achievement for me. So to my fellow students, I encourage you to enroll in the MOOC because it is an experience that will really take you somewhere. The new knowledge and cultural awareness that you will gain is something you can really bring with you wherever you are. Also, you never know that through participating in the MOOC and digital story will open many doors of opportunity for you in the future. Thank you so much and see you, friends!
Thank you, Earl and Shemily. Now we will be hearing from Miss Isa Gullian, faculty, to be followed by Dean Rene Osorno, the Dean of Hospitality Management and Tourism. Miss Isa.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, to our supportive partners from the European Union and Friends Project, to our university administrators headed by the University of Cebu President, Attorney Augusto W. Go, and Chancellor Ms. Candice Guchanoy, the International Relations Office headed by the Vice Chancellor for Business Development and Innovation, Dean Ophelia G. Manya, Friends team, deans, chairpersons, teaching and non-teaching staff, guests, students, good afternoon. So I am Maria Isabel Gillian, one of the faculty members of the College of Hospitality Management, and I will be presenting and speaking on behalf of all the University of Cebu instructors handling MOOC. So when the pandemic started and the lockdown was declared, everyone shifted online, and the not normal became the new normal. So we started wearing face masks and face shields, and rubbing some alcohol every time we step out of our houses. So the academe at the same time started to shift to online distance learning, and teachers started teaching behind the screens. So while the university was still preparing for to shift to the new normal way of providing quality education, a great blessing and opportunity was brought by the European Union and Friends Project. Part of that project was the MOOC that became an avenue for our students to learn during asynchronous schedules. So MOOC has been the university's partner in delivering quality education, especially in terms of improving the cultural intelligence of our students. So in MOOC, there are at least 4 international professors who are expert on culture, and they serve as our partners in delivering quality education. So as an instructor of MOOC, I can say that this is an effective tool for our students for the following reasons. So first is that the MOOC has a user-friendly website. So students will be able to register and log in easily, and the site is very organized that made it easy to navigate. Second, it has already set of units, and it has a total of 18 units, and each unit comprises of videos, materials, reading materials, notes, quizzes, and assignments. So the first part of this is the introduction, which is all about MOOC and friends. And then there is also a part wherein the cultural intelligence of the students will be checked. So this is a vital part for us instructors, for us to be able to determine how deep our students know about culture, and for us to be able to assess how prepared they can be in dealing with different people in different nationalities. So the videos provided in MOOC also has translations that students can read while watching the videos for them to fully understand each unit. And what's great about this project is that it is self-paced. So it can be used as an avenue for asynchronous activities, and students can easily access the units at their most convenient time. So the teacher's role is only to give instructions, to give them deadlines, and to monitor their work. Aside from these, teachers can also get insights and additional knowledge, especially those who are teaching cultural related subjects, since the units are downloadable and has a list of references, so which is very helpful for us teaching in the tourism and hospitality program. So overall, our students were satisfied, and in general, the University of Cebu instructors are happy that we are given the chance to participate in the MOOC. We are very thankful, and we will be very glad to continue supporting and participating in any MOOC and Friends project. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Isa. Now we will be hearing from the Dean of Hospitality Management and Tourism, Dr. Rene Osorno. Sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Rene Osorno. I am currently the Dean of the College of Hospitality and Tourism Management at University of Cebu Banilad campus. When the MOOC was first presented to us, we are supposed to be training the teachers so that they would be able to handle the students. At first, there was the challenges we had really was that at first there was a lot of hesitation, as many of our faculty do not really understand what the project is all about. The hesitation came easily to a halt when we were able to explain to them what cultural diversity is all about and how important cultural diversity is to our programs, particularly in the tourism and the hospitality management program. So once we let them understand it, we let them enroll in the MOOC, the Massive Online Open Course for IACD, and then they enrolled, and on their own pace, they were able to complete the modules of the MOOC and were able to be granted a certificate. Then after that, we tried to incorporating this MOOC to the students, our students, that is from the Bachelor of Tourism and the Bachelor of Hospitality Management program. At first, we tried to explain to them, and then they had to register. Later on, we have to incorporate this in their subjects so that they would be able to find a link between the cultural diversity and to their own subjects that they were studying at that moment. The result was so unbelievable that the students quickly embraced the idea of cultural diversity and were able to understand that cultural diversity is a big factor in the industry that they want to pursue in the near future. Another important thing is that most of our students would be dealing with diverse cultures when they would be in the industry, so that they were very open to it. They were very open to it. And as a matter of fact, when the digital storytelling came up, a lot of them were so good, and I'm quite sure the judges were having difficulty judging which one would they grant as the winners. Um, at the moment, we are still continuing with the cultural diversity, and we will be continuing this with the new students that we have, and we will continue the Friends Project through the Erasmus Plus with these new students so that they too will be able to understand what is cultural diversity and how important cultural diversity it is in their lives and the industry that they have chosen. In behalf of my faculty at the College of Hospitality and Tourism Management and of the UC Manila, we would like to thank everybody, particularly the Erasmus Plus program, for giving us a chance to be part of this very wonderful endeavor. Again, thank you very much and have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rene Osorno. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Now, this juncture, I will be sharing some of the activities that will happen this year. As you can see, we have this ongoing telecollaboration with Silesian University of Technology, Poland, and we will be organizing the next Student Leaders Recognition and Leadership Webinar. Then the Friends Tambayan 2021, that will be on September. We have the Friends Reunion and the Ophelia, the second Ophelia, and we will be organizing the Friends Online Jamming. So at this juncture, the virtual floor is now open for questions. If you have, please raise your hand so that the host can unmute you.
Leon,
Yes,
Leon,
ma'am.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Um, Thank you for the sharing, especially from the faculty and the dean himself, Dr. Rene Osorno. At this point, I would like to invite. We've tried explaining the MOOC to some of the deans in other campuses, but I'm very glad that the members of the operations committee are here, especially the CADs. We would like to help the other campuses. We would like to share the MOOC. Many of our faculty have difficulties putting in contents, and the MOOC would be very helpful. This was prepared by several big universities in Europe. So tested, evaluated by the universities, and it's a very effective MOOC for teaching. When we say MOOC, we are referring to the massive open online course, no? So, not just, ako personally, it's not just applicable to tourism and HM courses. I would say it could be applicable to any course because understanding intercultural awareness and cultural diversity is a skill that's needed today, especially when we are working with people in other countries. No, it's a borderless situation now. You could be in the Philippines, but your bosses and your colleagues are everywhere around the world or anywhere around the world. So in other words, intercultural awareness, cultural diversity would help our graduates if they understand other cultures. Um, some suggested subjects because we did that also for our for our Gen Ed subjects. To me, it's very applicable. You could integrate the MOOC in sociology classes, social, and also humanities, and of course, some selected subjects for HRM, HM, and tourism. So at this point, I would like to invite, especially that the CADs are here, maybe we can start with your HM and tourism for the campuses who have HM and tourism. Sayang ba? We already have the MOOC and it's given to us for free. It was developed by a group of European universities and we have found it to be very helpful in our delivering of online classes. It helped us with the contents, especially for those who are still groping. So for social, for humanities, and you can check with Rene and with Rene and some of our faculty in which particular subjects in HM and tourism have they integrated the MOOC. And then aside from the MOOC of understanding intercultural awareness and cultural diversity, one requirement sa MOOC is for our students to do a digital storytelling. So that's another skill and they will be very well guided. So if your teachers in the other campuses na HM and tourism or for Gen Ed subjects like social and humanities, if they want to be trained, please tell us, please tell me because I will be sending our team from Banilad to help and guide your teachers on how they will be able to make use of the MOOC in their online delivery of classes. Okay, Lian, I'm okay na.
Thank you so much, Dean Manya, for sharing. Should you have any questions, feel free to raise your hands so that the host can unmute you. Okay. So hearing none and seeing none, let's proceed to the next part of the program. This part, we will be hearing from you. So I would like to request everyone to please click the link that I will send here in the group chat. Kindly fill out the interim report card survey form using the Google form. Thank you so much.
And it's important that every participant fills that out because you're grading us, you're grading the project. And we will be sending that to the project coordinator in Bulgaria. How much time are you giving them, Lian?
We will allot 10 minutes for the survey, ma'am.
Okay.
So we will end the program at around 3:10. Thank you.
And they have to submit that now, huh? After they
Yes,
fill
ma'am.
up.
Mm-mm.
Anybody who has difficulty filling up or accessing the survey instrument?
Good afternoon, everyone. So I would like to request to those who are not done pa answering the survey. You can finish the survey before 10 p.m. today. Okay, so you have ample amount of time to finish the survey. So at this point, I would like to request the attendees to open your camera for a virtual photo opportunity. Okay. So, 4 pages na siya nga sa Zoom. So, please, you know, show to us your smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Another. What? Okay. Last. 1, 2, 3. Smile. All right. On behalf of the University of Cebu Friends team, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for virtually attending this UC Friends Interim Report Card Day. So to those who weren't able to finish the survey, please submit the survey on or before 10 p.m. today. Thank you so much, everyone. You may now leave the Zoom meeting.
Leon, what about the
Yes,
link?
ma'am.
What about their link? So for those who haven't finished, hello, Lee?
For the links, ma'am, I will send it to Miss Rowena so that hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
Hello,
will be
ma'am.
sent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Hello?
Okay, ma'am. For the UC Banilad community, ma'am, I will be sending the link to Miss Rowena so that she can forward it to the deans and faculty.
Okay. The link. And
For
then
the students,
other.
ma'am, and the student affairs practitioners, I will be sending the link.
The links will still be accessible. There's a note from Nino.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the links will still be accessible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Provided that
Do
they
you have
have,
any words, ma'am, to say before we can leave the meeting?
yeah. Just like to thank everyone. I know everybody's very busy these days. Thank you all for coming. Please, we want to expand and help the other campuses with the MOOC. So actually, for the European projects, we have two MOOCs already. One for entrepreneurship, which is an institutional subject. So for the other campuses, I think LM and Banilad are already using it. For for main, we have the IT or CCS program is using the MOOC. Hopefully, we could expand the use of the Beehive MOOC or for entrepreneurship MOOC to the College of Business and Accountancy of UC Maine. And for the MOOC on intercultural awareness and diversity, I hope the other campuses will make use of the MOOC. Okay, sayang kayo ang MOOC if it will just stay in Banilad. we are willing to train. The teachers will be making use of the MOOC in their online classes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you again, everyone, for virtually attending the UC Interim Report Card Day. Have a good day ahead.
Okay.